just like being able to allow these players to like develop the match experience, especially even for like tier 1 teams, like believe it or not, like teams like NRG and you know, teams like TSM, like even these teams still need to get over their match jitters, right? Even though they have like decades of experience, you know?
Everyone needs to, start somewhere. So these are like good building blocks to get going.
Without like these smaller tournaments that help prove our skill in like this amateur scene, there's only one way to compete, and that's VCT. So I'm honestly really grateful that NSG hosts like these weeklies that like every week I can play, prove myself, fix the mistakes I made, and then come back and run it again and again and again and again until I can get to that next level, whatever that may be.
So when you have like a brand new squad, what is better than like a $2,500 or a $5,000 tournament to like develop your team and just kind of get those match jitters out of the way and just see how like your players are coping under stress and how they handle like a bit of pressure, right?
I think all like smaller tournaments are important for like match experience, because I feel like teams that don't have too much match experience, like don't have the knowledge and like the experience of like everything that could possibly happen in a match. You could be the best team ever and you could still lose to a team with the most match experience.
It's really just extra practice and extra match experience. Even if you're playing lower level of competition, it doesn't really matter. It's still good to get the reps in and actually being in a match and being put in match situations, because scrims can only really get you so much, and the best way I'd say to improve easily is match experience. Whether you're a new player or an experienced player, you always get better at playing matches.
It's really important for us because these are like the few tournaments we're able to play because we're the academy team. So getting as much practice and like tournament reps as we can really benefits us as a team and brings us closer together. So we definitely appreciate these tournaments a lot.
I think it gives a chance for a lot of newbies to like bring a lot more to the game, because they might not have top level of aim or anything, so they have to beat better teams in a lot of other ways, so it can expand like the way the game is played.
These tournaments are pretty important to me, mostly because I get to prove myself amongst the players and show that I can really play amongst the top teams.
They bridge the gap between the tier 1 pros and the players who are new to the game that have never played the game before. For players who are aspiring pros, it allows them to get comfortable in a match environment where mistakes that don't usually happen in a practice environment can happen, and you get used to that.
There's a whole different element of mistakes and errors that happen under these kind of conditions, and I mean, this is like a simulation for the bigger events, in my opinion.
For a player to like grow as an individual and like get big in the esports scene, you have to get out of your comfort zone and you have to get experience. So playing in these tournaments really can help build up a player's experience against like good teams and stuff. People watch these tournaments, so when people see that you're annihilating a tier 1 team or a top tier 2 team, like they're gonna keep an eye on you and you're gonna get tryouts and trials and shit like that. So
Roy was able to scout me and Vince, and I'm really grateful for that, and I'm sure a lot of people are grateful for that. A lot of amateur players that get to enter the pro scene.
It's really good for players to come up and play these tournaments.